You look at that photo and see a meme, a joke. But you have to stop looking at the punchline and start looking at the power play. You want to know what was happening mid-December 2022? Twitter, under new ownership, began the systematic release of the Twitter files, internal documents shared with hand-picked journalists to expose past content moderation practices and free speech suppression. Simultaneously, they implemented a new policy against sharing live location data, leading to the high-profile suspension of several journalists. And what was the purpose of this? Was it a test to gauge public and government response? Absolutely. It was a controlled demolition of the old order. By mid-December, as the Twitter files were being drip-fed to the public, the platform was also testing how far they could push against institutional media and traditional gatekeepers. The announcement to release these files came on November 28, 2022, just a month after the acquisition. People ask, when did the events in the Saudi Arabian anti-corruption purge began? It was on November 4, 2017, spearheaded by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. It was the mass crackdown. It saw hundreds of prominent princes, ministers, and billionaires detained at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Riyadh. Let that sink in. It was the timing to reclaim the ground that platforms like Twitter had effectively stripped away. Who controlled a large portion of Twitter stock? Before the buyout, it was institutional giants like the Vanguard Group. But after the transition, Kingdom Holding Company, chaired by Prince Al-Walid bin Talal of Saudi Arabia, remained a major, influential shareholder. Why is this relevant? Because it highlights the collision of private ownership, foreign investment, and the global digital square. Define oppression. It's the systemic, unjust exercise of power to stifle discourse. Who controls the narrative? It's not just one person in a tower. It's an ecosystem, an architecture of algorithms and institutional consensus that keeps the official story on a loop. And who really controls it? Those who own the infrastructure. Who guards it? The gatekeepers. The ones who decide which ideas are credible and which are dangerous. The rules of the game are being rewritten. The question isn't whether you like the new owner. The question is, do you finally realize that the pipes were always leaking? We've been living in an era where the truth is too expensive to find, and the comfortable lie is served to you on a silver platter. The sink wasn't just a prop. It was a declaration that the plumbing was being torn out. Does the mainstream media shelter and protect select party members? Does this protection insulate these party members? It feels like they have a stranglehold on the narrative, and they've held it for decades. Who controls the narrative? It's a complex web, but they effectively insulate their chosen ones. It provides a layer of protection from real scrutiny, making it incredibly difficult to hold them accountable. What laws were put in place to protect the MSM from lawsuits? Who specifically passed this law? It wasn't a single law, but rather the Supreme Court's 1964 ruling in New York Times Co. v. Sullivan. And what is immunity? In a legal sense, it's an exemption from liability. While not absolute immunity, the court established the actual malice standard, which is an incredibly high threshold for public figures to meet, effectively protecting the press from most libel lawsuits. What prevents a news organization from simply making up sources and stories? If they have these protections, what keeps them honest? They aren't shielded from everything. Intentional fabrication can lead to massive defamation lawsuits, professional ruin, loss of public credibility, and internal editorial consequences. The previous SC ruling provided protection to reporters from having to reveal their confidential source. People often cite Brandsburg v. Hayes, but the reality is the opposite. The Supreme Court ruled there is no absolute First Amendment right for journalists to refuse to testify. Any protection they have comes from varied state-level shield laws, not a federal blanket right. How many people are unaware of the truth due to the stranglehold? With trust in traditional media declining, a large portion of the public remains caught in the established narrative. Then how must people be made aware of an alternate reality? We don't force it. We show them another way. One story, one verifiable fact, and one piece of evidence at a time. The lure. What is a honeypot? And what if a figure like Hugh Hefner was just a clown in America? A curated character in a much larger show. It looks like paradise, but the walls have eyes. A honeypot is a decoy environment, a trap designed to lure the target in with luxury and everything they desire. while secretly recording their every move for leverage. The trap. What is blackmail, and how is it applied? As the hunter becomes the hunted, how does the trap solidify? Blackmail is the systematic use of compromising information to force compliance. It is applied by capturing the target within the honeypot, turning their own secrets into the very chains that bind them. The orchestration. What has been occurring lately? And why is disinformation necessary? Why must the stage be set? Disinformation is the essential tool of the silent war. It is used to manage the perception of the public, ensuring that while some truth leaks out, the broader stage remains carefully controlled to keep the audience looking in the wrong direction. The crumbs. What are crumbs? These little hints left in places like Hollywood or DC. And why are they so easy to swallow? Crumbs are the breadcrumbs of a curated narrative. They are bite-sized, cryptic pieces of information left for the public to find, rewarding their curiosity and leading them exactly where the orchestrators want them to go. The puppet masters. Who has all of the information? Is it the No Such Agency? The Watchers never sleep. They are the keepers of the digital map, aggregating every transaction and footprint, holding the master file that defines what is presented as truth to the world. The Awakening. How must people be made aware of an alternate reality? What is the Great Awakening? When the script fails and the public realizes they are living in a fantasy land, like the turning points in Iron Eagle, Godfather 3, or The Hunt for Red October, the illusion breaks. The truth cannot be contained forever. The Great Awakening is the moment the audience realizes the play is over, and they begin to see the world as it actually is.